And welcome back everyone to more of the Let's Play Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Marathon, hosted by yours truly, MrESPNozaX. And we are now in the final part of Champions Edition as we are facing off against Ken frickin' Masters. Where do we begin? Many of you guys are wondering first, why is this video 21 minutes long? Well, I can let you guys know right now, this is where it actually gets really hard. And what do I mean by that? You have to rely on defense right after the fourth fight. Because from the fifth fight to the final fight, it gets harder. Especially when you're facing off against Ken Masters. Because when you're facing off against Ken Masters, he will eat your quarters. He will suck your pockets dry. Just letting you guys know right now. Luckily, I'm playing the 30th Anniversary Collection, so he's not eating my quarters. But if I was playing this in the arcade, he will be eating my quarters, so yeah. But don't worry, this is still a perfect run where I don't use any continues, so just letting you guys know. So yeah. But yeah, many of you guys are wondering, how am I going to do this marathon? What kind of games am I going to be covering and stuff? So yeah. Well, of course I am going to focus on the games that are in the 30th anniversary collection, pretty much. I will do the console versions, not all of them though. Just for the fact that some of the emulators that are in those games I cannot run to save my life. Most notably sorry, I can't talk today. The Dreamcast, PS2, PS3, and just pretty much any emulator that's after the Nintendo 64. I will do all of the versions of the Super Nintendo. And pretty much the Sega Genesis. So yeah, just letting you guys know right now. I will also do of course, when I ended the video for the last part of World Warriors, I was gonna do the Game Boy version of Street Fighter 2 after. Not yet though, because actually that will be for a much later time, when I actually reach the game that actually fits with with the Game Boy version. So yeah, but I will do the handheld versions, mostly the Game Boy versions, not the Sega handheld, pretty much, or the other handhelds like the PSP or the DS, just the Game Boys. The media, I will do like a first impressions video of like the animated cartoon, the anime movie, the live action movies, and pretty much the other the comic movie. I'll talk about that, when I get to it. So yeah. Let's see what else. I'm not going to do any of the crossover games. I'm just mostly focusing on Street Fighter. Street Fighter stricted games. No crossovers whatsoever. So no Puzzle Fighter, no Pocket Fight, no Super Gem Fighters Mini Mix. I did a Let's Play on that already on the Meister Gaming channel. You guys just go to the Meister Gaming and see it for yourself. So yeah, just strictly Street Fighter related titles. No crossovers. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Again, when it comes to console versions, just Super Nintendos and Sega Genesis. No Sega CD, no 3DO, no TurboGrafx 16. Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. That's it. So yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, here is the bonus game, which is breaking the barrels, and I am not good at these in Street Fighter 2. Just just because it's very different from the one for Street Fighter 4. So yeah. Um, let's see what else. I think that's it. I think that's pretty much all I had to break down of what I'm gonna do for the marathon. So yeah. So stay tuned, everyone. Um, but yeah. Anyway, after the success of the World Warriors and Champions Edition, the game has just been very, very monumental. Everyone was playing this game. Everybody. It literally made so much money that Capcom released merchandise. They, made a live action movie starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. It was a very popular thing in the 90s, and Street Fighter will always place a special place in my heart. It's literally my favorite video game, one of my favorite video game series of all time, my favorite fighting game of all time. Ryu is my favorite my favorite video game character of all time. Just for the fact that, his motive, that literally keeps me going till this day. No matter what, no matter what, he always keeps fighting, no matter what. He keeps going. Like the ending says, the fight is all. Sorry, I'm just, after being bullied a lot in school, mostly notably elementary and high school, I've always just looked for something to blow off some steam. And that was, of course, Street Fighter, and pretty much video games in general. It's gotten me through a lot, especially when I was briefly depressed after high school, after graduation, pretty much. Not gonna go into detail why, but Street Fighter was the one that just kept me going, and when Ryu's ending always hits, that's what literally keeps me going. Because I think a person that commented on one of my videos said pretty much this. Just that Ryu's ending is the equivalent of what life is, pretty much. Fame and fortune is all nice and stuff, but it's not compared to what the fight is, and that's not like some of kind of what he said. I literally don't want to go back on my phone or rate and read what he said, but it literally is true. So in a sense, it's pretty much just saying that the fight is the equivalent of life, pretty much, Ryu's ending. So yeah, and that ending always inspires me. It really does. And that's why it's honestly, like, in my opinion, one of the best video game moments of all time. So yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much how Street Fighter inspired me and everything. I've went on to go into local tournaments on that pizza parlor, won 5 Street Fighter tournaments and stuff. I didn't necessarily keep the money that I won, because, well, what was a 7 or 8-year-old gonna do with friggin' $100 or $200? When I saw that, I was like, I'm gonna buy every single toy or every single like video game out there. No, I gave it to my dad. My dad gave me just pretty much the essentials, groceries, so that way I don't have to starve. He did give me some money, probably like $5 only, and I kind of just spend on like junk food, just what any kid would do, yeah. But yeah, I really do miss that place so much, but yeah, it really, really wants, whenever I think about it, I always want to go back to, doing some, going to like tournaments and stuff like that, like I used to, but, it's very different now that I'm a father and stuff, and, it just gets me thinking, like, maybe someday when my daughter is older, I will pass on the knowledge that I learned from Ryu. Pass it on to her pretty much. And I mean, I know this character doesn't exist, but hey, who doesn't get inspired by characters that they don't exist? You know what I mean? Everybody does, you know? Your favorite anime character, your favorite video game character, your favorite character from a movie or TV show and stuff, you know? And I mean, you know, you look up to that actor pretty much and stuff, but I guess in a sense that actor gets inspired by that character too, you know what I mean? So a person that doesn't exist, you know, could inspire people too. You know, it doesn't have to be necessarily like an actor or a role, or you know, not only like your parents or you know your brother or your cousins and stuff. A person that doesn't exist can also do that too. You know, like a character, pretty much. You know what I mean? Sorry if I'm boring you guys with this. I just wanted to say this stuff, you know. But anyway, here facing off. Sorry, I do apologize if I'm boring you guys. But anyway, it is now time to face off against. We just defeated Balrog. Now we go on to Vega. We face off against the 4 bosses of Shadow. Here, just beat Balrog, and you must defeat my Shenlong to stand a chance. Let me tell you guys something about that quote. Okay, back then, when everyone saw that, everyone wanted to know who was Shenlong. Who was he? Was he like a secret character in the game you unlocked or something? Everyone wanted to know. There was rumors spread around. Oh, there's a way to unlock Shenlong in the game. You just got to do this and this, or you got to do that. I think I remember Nintendo Power actually did like an April Fool's joke, posting like a tip saying like how to unlock Shenlong, and it showed a picture of pretty much a sprite that was supposed to be Shenlong, but it was actually the same sprite as Ryu, except he had gray hair. Was sporting like a dark navy blue gi with a red bandana and stuff. I think it was also like had a beard, because I also showed a photo of, you know, the when, you know, the 2 characters like face each other, that startup screen, you know, with the 2 characters like Ryu versus Ken pretty much, and it showed like Shenlong, which is pretty much the same thing. It was pretty much looked like an older Ryu pretty much, but Shenlong wasn't a person. It wasn't a character. It was just a mistranslation Capcom made a mistake on. It was supposed to say, you must defeat my shoryuken to stand a chance. Or a much later title said, you must defeat my dragon punch to stand a chance. So it was a mistake, and you know, much later Street Fighter 2 titles fixed that and just put, you must defeat my dragon punch to stand a chance. So yeah. So everyone was fooled and everything, and you know, hey, everyone, I believed it, you know. Everyone thought Shenlong was the person that, you know, taught Ryu and Ken how to fight pretty much. But no, it was actually, that person was actually named Goken. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much, you know, if you're playing the 30th anniversary collection. If you're playing Street Fighter for the first time and starting off with 30th anniversary collection, and you're wondering who Shenlong is, there you go. Not a person, just a mistranslation Capcom made a mistake on. So yeah. But yeah, here facing off against, and I won a time over against Vega. That's actually pretty awesome. The last game, he won me on time over. I won time over on this game. Beat that, Vega. But yeah, there was just a lot of things about fighting games, like similar to that, like Mortal Kombat with a different color swap ninja, like Sub-Zero and Scorpion, there was a third one which was pretty much a green ninja. But I guess they did add that green ninja later on, and his name was Reptile. They did the same thing, I think, with Mortal Kombat 3, but except like a red ninja. He was later on known to be Ermac and stuff. So in a sense, fighting games did have secret characters and stuff. But I think we won't talk about briefly about a secret character in particular in Street Fighter 2 until we get to that Street Fighter 2 game. So yeah, yes, I defeated Vega. Yes. Speaking of Vega, oh my gosh, I forgot to mention about this. E3 2018, when they revealed Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and they uploaded the songs for pretty much just some of the songs from the game. They actually released a remix of Vega's theme, and it sounds just so awesome. Literally matches his style, the matador, the narcissistic assassin, pretty much. It's just very awesome. So yeah, can't wait for Smash Bros. Ultimate. I hope they add more Street Fighter characters besides Ryu. I'm really hoping for that. Like, I think since they added Vega's theme, maybe he'll be a playable character. Maybe Sagat will be a playable character too. We'll see. Or maybe they'll add their stages. That would be much more awesome, if they did that. So yeah. Because I don't know if you could have Vega in the Smash Brothers game, you know what I mean? I think the best you can do is just add their songs and their stages. I really hope they add more than just Suzaku Castle, which is Ryu's stage from Street Fighter 2. I hope they add Ken's stage, Vega stage, because that would be very awesome if they add Vega stage in Smash Brothers, because it would be really cool. So sorry if I went off topic and talking about freaking Smash Bros. Ultimate. But anyway, here facing off against M. Bison. Yes. 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 Yo, wait, whoa. Holy crap. When the match usually when the match is about to start, his cape just disappeared, but this time it still appeared after we started fighting again. That's actually pretty weird, so yeah. But anyway, again, for those who don't know, you just gotta really rely on defense against Bison, because he'll start spamming pretty much foot dives and freaking leg sweeps, and then he'll spam. He'll also do the Psycho Crusher that really takes out a lot of your health. I think like 50, maybe 45% of it. You just really gotta rely on defense pretty much. So that's all you gotta do, and just look for an opening, and mostly notably high kicks, because that actually takes a pretty good amount of your opponent's health in this game too. So yeah, and when they're dizzy, grab, because grab takes out maybe at least 30% of someone's health. 30, maybe 40. Don't know exactly. I think oh, let's go, baby. Hadouken never fails. As the award ceremony begins, the crowd can be heard whispering, "Where is the champion? Where is Ryu? Where is Ryu?" as his admirers chant his name. Ryu, 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 Ryu. Already seeking the next challenge. Ceremony means nothing to him. The fight is all. Very inspiring. I'll never get tired of that. thank you guys so much for watching the finale of pretty much this playthrough of Champions Edition. After this, we move on to Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting. So stay tuned for that one. Sorry. I'm just really inspired by the ending. I really am. But hopefully everyone enjoyed this playthrough. Sorry this video in particular was very long. I'll try to minimize the next one, if I can. So yeah, I just don't want to split it to 3 parts. So just, I don't know. I'll try to, do much better. So yeah. But yeah, I think after hyper fighting, wait, no, yeah, no. I think after the next one, after hyper fighting, I'll start doing the playthroughs on the console. So yeah. But yeah. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been so far. I am really enjoying this marathon so much. It's been fun. It's really been fun. So, but we're not done yet. We still got a couple Street Fighter 2 games to go. So, stay tuned everyone for Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting. This has been MrESPNozaX saying good night, good morning, good day. Whatever time you guys are watching this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Alright everyone, bye.